Isn't this exciting? It's a countdown.
Since when are we doing countdowns? That's weird.
I don't know. It just started. Oh my God, this is so exciting.
Your life is...
We grew up on television. The tube was our babysitter. Guidance through the tube. Morals sent by transmitter. This is where you go to get down to the know about great TV shows all on one show. It's time for some TGIF right here on Pop Culture Minefield. Thank God it's Friday on Pop Culture Minefield. Thank God it's Friday on Pop Culture Minefield. Thank God it's Friday on Pop Culture Minefield.
Oh, good Lord, the show has started. I don't know what to do. What are we going to do? Oh, it's so nice. Look, Keith is here now.
Yeah, he snuck in through the back door during the intro.
Yeah, I know.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good evening.
Good
And
evening.
good afternoon and good evening. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So here it is. It is end of the fucking week again.
Not for me yet.
It's
Well-
the end of the week for everybody. Just not the
No.
work week for you.
Yeah,
I
my
get it.
work week ends on Sunday. Mephisto, what the fuck are you doing in chat? Get on here.
Yeah, what the hell, dude?
You haven't been with us for a while. We need you.
I know, man.
We like having you.
When it
Yeah.
goes too long, I'm afraid to get back with somebody because I'm afraid I'll get an STD.
Wow.
Jesus Christ, Gary.
God only
No
knows
one
where
wants to
it's
get
been.
that close to you, Gary. No
God
one.
knows where it's been.
Yeah, right?
So,
I'd miss you
He's
guys.
busy. Yeah. Well, I popped in on you yesterday. That was fun.
Yes. It's always
And,
fun when you pop over.
Just thought I'd pop in, see how you're doing. Flash was there. You know, and I wasn't kidding. You've said his name. Other people have said his name. I don't fucking know his name. I only know him as Flash. I've known him for years, and I only know him as Flash. And people go, "Well, it's," and I'm like, I don't remember it. Whenever somebody says it, I'm like, it's just like in one ear and out the other. Because it takes me a few minutes to go, "Oh, that guy, that's Flash."
It was like that for me with Shanatsky. I kept
know.
forgetting his real name.
Yeah, but you know, it's like with him, I have trouble. I've slipped up and almost said his name during shows,
Mhm.
Oh, you have, definitely.
and I'm like, I'll go, kind of like right when I go, It's like I know Red Shirt's name too,
Oh,
and
I
and I train myself not to say people's names. Script Doctor, Tom Connors. God, I don't ever want to know his real name.
You might have to just start writing stuff down.
Oh no, it's our buddy Flash. He's a big Batman dude, and he makes these original costumes. He's a cosplayer, and out of leather, the capes and everything, leather. It's just his Batman costumes are so awesome. He's got a Bat family. The whole family cosplays, and he's building a full-size Batmobile, the one from the original serials.
Yeah. And he's built his own.
Or what, not the
Batcave.
serials, the original comics.
Yeah.
It's awesome stuff what he does. It really is. So, oh, I forgot. I need to go post live on my channel. There we go.
Challenge accepted, Mephisto.
What is this? I've been watching Gunsmoke for a week, though.
You know the animal that you should care for Gary, right? Wait till he's out of his illness before throwing him in such a challenge.
No, I accepted the challenge.
Oh,
I like learning how to pronounce names that are weird to me. I can't even write it
what are you,
correctly.
Vulcan?
Oh, God. He
So
has
are
a
you
complicated
Vulcan,
name.
Mephisto? Are you Vulcan?
Yeah.
Got one of those hard to pronounce Vulcan names?
Klingon names are even.
so
harder.
you told him openly on the internet that his name is weird.
No, weird to me. I said weird to me. Jesus Christ, pay attention.
The funny
I
thing
taught
is that
I taught
I
myself
say that
creation
for a reason, because all the Vulcan folklore was created by Leonard Nimoy during the show, and it's all based on Hebrew stuff. So technically, Vulcans are Jewish.
Ta-da!
Interesting.
It's one of my favorite pieces of Star Trek lore.
This is actually, he snuck a look because you're supposed to keep your eyes closed and turn your head turned away from the altar during the ceremony, and one of the rabbis holds up both hands over what is supposed to be the Holy of Holies, the Ark, during a blessing ceremony, and they put up their hands just like that, both hands. So that's what he used as the Vulcan salute greeting. And ironically, if you look at it, when he says what is this Vulcan phrase?
Live long and prosper.
Live long and prosper.
Peace and long life.
The response is peace and long life.
Yeah.
And which is very similar to in certain Semitic places, like the Arab countries. The Muslim response is Assalamu alaikum, and then Salaikum Allah is the response. Yeah, see, there you go. See, I told you.
I like that.
That's all thanks to Leonard Nimoy doing all that stuff. And Mark Leonard, who played his father, that's when you hear the first response.
Yep.
The Vulcan responses in that episode. So
I ever tell you, I got a chance to. He was the guest at the very first convention I ever.
Mark Leonard?
Yeah.
Mm.
I remember all the guests. I remember all the celebrity guests. And he was cool. He was just cool. And again, for anyone that is, everybody remembers their first convention. And
oh,
dude, really? This is me talking.
Now, Gary, you should react to Keith saying as a or oh my God, the bad superhero shows in Warner. So you didn't tell me that before. How many years about that happened?
Right. What you're talking about is the faux drama thing. You never told me that.
The CW superhero drama.
CW, that's the one.
Yeah.
Hey, wait.
I wait.
Hey. Wow.
I'll do it after the show, Wade. I can't do it during the show.
I gotta say, I have probably seen this movie. I think I've lost count of how many times I've seen this film. I will definitely say that for anyone that considers themselves any kind of a science fiction fan, this has to be on the list of the top 10 greatest science fiction films made. And definitely in the top 5 made during this particular decade. It's just, I can't even think of what science fiction films would be like without this film.
Well, the 2 first films that really dealt with aliens was they came out only a few months apart, because April was the release of The Thing from Another World, 51, and then in September they released Days Years Stood Still. So you got the 2 big establishing alien invasion films that year. And oddly, months before the incident in DC.
This film, I think, was the first time I ever saw Michael Rennie in a role. I would end up seeing him in other movies, but for me, it's always this role. It's always this film. And
that's a film that put him on the map.
Well, Mephisto, I got to say, this is a daunting film. It is not, it is so well made. It is not something that you can easily try to remake every 10 years. There's a lot in it. I mean, the only thing that it'd even be ballsier is if someone attempted to remake Metropolis. That'd be even ballsier than remaking this. But, it's so well made. So well made. And I think it's appropriate that when I went to the Science Fiction Museum in Seattle, that really is what greets you when you walk in, is a replica of that amazing piece of technology, the robot that is just standing there,
How do you know it's a replica?
It was in too good of condition to be the original. Trust me. I got a nice close-up look.
How do you know it's not real?
I mean, if it was used to make a movie, it's going to have some traces of people working with it. So if it looks too old, it's either really beautifully restored or it's a replica.
I mean, the real thing. It's a real gold, a real functioning.
You know what? You're right. All I know is what it was made out of would not look that good all these years later, considering when I finally saw it. I mean, considering when this movie was made versus when I actually saw that in Seattle, that's way too many years for something like that to have survived in very good condition. I'm not saying that it could not have been, but somebody would have had to have had that stored away someplace with no light, no air for quite a while. I mean, that's how good it was. I checked it. I looked at it. It was a nice replica, really nice replica. And along with everything else that was there, definitely one of the highlights, because, I got a chance to see some Cylons, both OG original and a lot of the gear and dresses from the new one or the latest version of Battlestar. So, Metropolis. Okay, funny. I should. Yes. good film. One that you know what? There was only one person who was doing anything about props, and that was Forrest J. Ackerman. That's the reason why he was the man. You know,
he and the actor that was always in the ape costumes.
Yeah, he and
collector too.
Yes, he was. But Ackerman had a better collection, and he had been collecting longer. You know, the fact that his wife just—I mean, every married nerd or geek will tell you it's usually the husband that's the one that's the collector. But for Forrest J. Ackerman, for his wife to have just given up and allowed him to just redecorate the entire house, whew.
Yeah, my wife, she's a collector too, but I don't see. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't see her allowing me to redecorate the house.
That's what I'm saying. But the thing is, his career, he wasn't just a collector. That's the thing about Forrest J. Ackerman. If you only know him as this guy who was a collector, or as the guy who published and originally started Fangoria, you're missing out on large chunks of who this guy was. As far as being a nerd or a geek, if you do not know the name Forrest J. Ackerman, you need to hand in your geek and nerd card.
Well, he's the one who
now.
coined the acronym Sci-Fi.
That's right. He was also the first person to contact Tolkien after the publication of Lord of the Rings to ask about acquiring the rights to make a movie. In fact, you will find that in the book written about Tolkien that was published by his family posthumously, and it reprinted both Forrest J. Ackerman's letter and Professor Tolkien's reply. A book that everyone that works on Rings of Power.
No.
A book that all of them should be reading, because it details every single thing that Professor Tolkien thought about his books and what he would like to see and what everything means. You know, you literally have to throw that book away to even have approached and have done 1/10 of the things they've done on that very horrible show. So
tell me,
the
kid,
show that we don't talk about.
Am I right, or did I detect a slight tint of disgust with you and that property?
It's not the property; it's the people that are currently doing it.
I mean, the show.
Oh, yeah. If you want to call it a show, go right ahead. It's a blight.
It's a show. It's a show. It's a shit show.
It's a blight, is what I think of it as.
It is.
And
it is.
It is more about ego than about entertaining. And when you have to pay people to change how they think, or to give credence to people whose opinions aren't based on facts, just so that you can carry the day and try to make it seem like you're doing something. I mean, really, this show has nothing to do with people who are fans of Tolkien. Okay? That show has nothing to do with that. If you've been reading all of the books that have been published, especially all the stuff that Professor Tolkien himself has talked about, you would almost have to live in some kind of alternate world or be crazy to think that anything they produce on that show is something that Professor Tolkien would like. That it's a living testament to all the things he hated.
He hated a lot of stuff, though, to be honest.
I will admit that.
He hated Narnia. He hated Doom.
I like Narnia.
Nobody's perfect.
Well, they're best friends in real life.
Yeah.
And the gentleman that wrote Narnia, I forget his name. In fact, he's the reason why Tolkien became a Christian. But He hated Herbert's Dune, Frank Herbert's Dune.
Lewis, that's his name.
Yeah.
C.S.
He
Lewis.
hated everything. He just like I don't know. He's just if it's not Tolkien, it's garbage. You know,
Yeah.
sort of like
It's
Patrick
not-
Stewart.
It's
If
not
it's not
Tolkien,
Scottish,
it's clean.
it's crap.
Oh wow! But yeah,
you could fill a library with the shit that he hated.
yeah. But you know what? That's the thing. You know exactly. You know this. You and I, as fans, we know this. We know what he hated, and yet they're still trying to pass this off as Professor Tolkien would have liked this. Yeah, right. In a pig's eye.
He's not Mikey. He's not Mikey. He's not going to like it. So, well, we're getting into the film. I actually put some links there for you, Martin, for the making of
Yeah,
it that are available on
just
YouTube.
saying. I'm just saying then. So, do you want me to play them at some point?
Well, I don't know. I thought it would be nice, but we have to watch out on the audio because if it plays any of the soundtrack, we have to mute it immediately. Now, you'll recognize some of these photos as some of the photos they used in Lost in Space.
Mm-hmm.
They're photos that were supplied by the air. Well, I don't know what they called it in the 51, but what would become NASA. And of course, we got to point out who, of course, directed this film is Robert Weiss, the gentleman that gave us The Sound of Music, West Side Story, Sand Pebbles, one of my favorite war films of all time, and Star Trek: The Motion Picture.
Oh, about Sound of Music. I think he's
I know it's
Somebody's
I'm teasing him.
excited. And I hope those are hand claps.
Those are, wow,
Jesus
you guys!
Christ.
You guys have spent way too much time around Gary. Okay.
You're telling me that? About Sound of Music, Austrian people are not too happy because we get a lot of tourists coming to visit Austria because they think this is how it is.
Yeah, they hate tourism in
And
Austria.
it is not. No. We just hate that people believe that we're living Sound of Music. Most people here don't even know that thing.
We're Austria. We
They don't
don't even
care.
like music.
Oh, gee.
We
Are
hate
you
singing.
kidding? Shut up, guys.
It's like that scene from Monty Python and the Holy Grail where the prince keeps wanting to break into music and his father's like, no,
Oh, yes.
stop it now. None of that. We'll have none of that then.
That. That was great.
That was a fun movie.
And I'm glad I finally got to see it when I was with Gary.
Oh, see, that's the great thing about hanging out with Gary. I mean, if you haven't seen it, he'll make sure you watch it. That's how he earned his gold star.
Yeah, we had it on our list, and then one
That
evening
and
we were
having
sitting on the
very
couch
soft
and thinking about
Oh no!
he has magic hands because I destroyed my back lifting a printer. No, I was lifting a printer just a couple days before I flew over, and I spent the whole day on fucking planes. So my back was destroyed once I arrived, and he took care of that because he knows what to do with that. So that was great.
Had a massage. I know how to touch a woman.
And thus, 3 kids. Right there, the
Yeah.
father of 3.
Three that he knows
Austrian.
of.
We hate Mozart. We are fans of Salieri.
Oh, that spelling of Mozart sucks, Mephisto.
Oh, wow.
I told you that fucking joke that cracked me up, that the behind the scenes blooper from Suits. And the guy, it turns to the balding fat guy, the short, annoying, he's just a rude character on the show, but he's funny as hell. He says, hey man, did I tell you my Yahtzee joke? And he goes, no. He goes, knock, knock. And the guy goes, who's there? And he just bitch slaps him really hard on camera. Bitch slaps him and just stuns him. And he goes, we'll ask the questions here.
Oh, no.
The look on his face was priceless.
Yeah, he just sort of points at him. You know? He walks off camera. That was funny as shit.
He totally got him. And no, Tom, Austrians are not very disciplined. Austrians love to complain and bitch about stuff.
What are they?
That's the
Truck
main
drivers or were they in the army?
God.
Two of the most bitchy people I've ever met in my life are fucking truck
So-
drivers and army soldiers.
So, how about an army soldier that has to drive trucks?
It has been a few, and they're really good. They're proficient at bitching.
Oh, wow. Whew.
That make you
I
think
thought
on
I'd
that one,
fall
Mark?
asleep on the show tonight. This is fun.
Now, I don't know. I think some of the news guys in this film are actually news people.
They
I
seem
just remember
legit.
something about that when I was younger.
It's like in Ransom. They seem like real news people.
This was
MAL.
the first serious science fiction film.
Yeah.
And it
I don't know about that.
it sort of prefaced what ended up happening in just a few months
Mhm.
when we had the flying saucers go over DC, which was some tense moments. And that's what this movie's sort of doing. And then later, Ray Harryhausen would do the flying saucer film, the invasion. Was it Invasion of the Saucermen? I think was that the name of it. Man, oh man, some of the weapons they've got in this film are just so annoying. They're carrying the
That's some goofy shit, yeah.
the M1 carbine. It's the smaller version of the M1, and it's a 223. And hey, it's Country Shape Media, aka James Hong Michael Myers. I hope you never change that avatar. I fucking love that avatar, dude.
Oh,
Ford has
wow.
got to be one of the most famous robots ever. Yes, he is. He's one of the top, most memorable. Also, the way they built this ship and the way they lit it, it was hard to see the lines where everything separated for that ramp to come out. And so it looked like it was really coming right out of the metal. First time I saw it was on TV.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, how'd they do that? Because that's the first thing, seriously. When you're a nerd like myself, all we want to know is how they did it.
Yep.
I actually love that mask, that helmet he's got on.
It's cool. And Gary cracked me up. We were watching this and all the military people, and Gary goes like, how can you tell they're all reservists? And I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, horrible trigger discipline. And they all finger the trigger. Every
They
single
all
one
got their
of them.
fingers in the trigger.
And look, they're all lefty.
I
On
trained
top of that,
myself. I
look at
trained
their
myself not to
blouses.
look at that in old movies because they had no control over that in old movies.
And they're from my base, Fort Belvoir. And because they mentioned it in the film, it's Fort Belvoir. It's from my first unit. And I was like, oh man, they're all fucking National Guard or reservists, man. Look at that. Fucking lapels are all crumpled and shit.
Oh yeah, that too.
And you shoot him.
Her mask was actually, as I recall, based on this one.
Yep.
Oh man, they broke his toy.
I mean, this guy
Collector's item.
has a technology to be able to fly through space, and the first thing you want to do is shoot him. Yeah. Well, you've already allowed him to land, so it's too late.
There was nothing to be allowed. He just did.
Well, if
he didn't ask.
If you remember, the guy that shot him didn't. He did it on purpose. He didn't want to shoot him. That's
Hey, you know what? A lot of wars have started
Yep.
like that, but
yeah.
see, this is the reason why the aliens don't come down to see us. This right here.
You really think we can hurt them?
No.
I don't think hurt them, but we
There-
piss
there's
them
some-
off.
Dude, their Sunday clothes must be anti-radiation and shit.
Yeah.
I think we figured out. I think we would be successful in figuring out a way of pissing them off.
That's another thing.
I think we already did, and that's why they don't come visit us, because
Yeah.
we're fucking morons. They're just watching
Yeah.
us destroy ourselves.
Yeah, we're somebody's entertainment.
Yep.
I want to point out here too, really quick, pause it here for a reason. Beyond the trigger discipline or lack thereof in this shot, also the helmet on the soldiers on the left is the M1 helmet. The guy in the background is wearing an M1 helmet. The guy in the foreground is wearing an M1 helmet liner. It's the inner shell. That's why it looks like it's like tiny on his head, like he's got a peanut head. Shitty fucking discipline.
And they still have the fingers in the well. Even they shot him accidentally already.
Now those guys' uniforms look good. See how pressed that one guy on the right is? The lieutenant, clearly a reservist with his fucking collars up and shit. So Gort, the way they did the sound effect for Gort's beam effect, that is actually just the sound of a movie gunshot. And they reversed it.
Wow.
Now, this is not the first use of a theremin in American film. I love the melted metal. See it all back there? Looks like snow.
Where the tanks used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was cool.
Oh, man, you broke my toy. It was a gift for the president, asshole.
Now, if Gord is there to protect the ambassador, but I think this Gord could learn something about reaction time from ED 209.
You have
Ed
20 seconds to comply.
Ed 209 was just the first time I ever saw a robot that was constructed to basically be a dick. I mean, that's a dick robot, is what that is.
I think one of the descriptions I read was he's the policeman. His job is to fulfill and follow the law.
Uphold the law.
Uphold the law. Like
doesn't he say something like that even?
Well, to enforce the EDR acronym for enforcer droid. No, he's so calm. I usually these mofos shot me.
Yeah, it's like, I'd say something to you, but now I'm starting to forget why I came here. I think I'd like to go home now.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Michael Rennie. I'm an unknown English actor. I've come here to be in this film. You'll like me more than James Mason because he sounds like he has to poop.
Yeah, he does.
Enormous distances. Oh, jeez. This guy's traveled through space.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Talking about enormous distances. Come on, man.
250 millions of miles.
Like, look, man, I really traveled to get here, and you guys shot me. So the least you can do is get,
They should have answered that as hundreds of millions of miles, not 250 million. It's like, wait a minute. There's no way you're from 250 miles away. Hey, Gap. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Gap.
Hi, Gap.
Hi, Gap.
We had a couple of people join.
Oh, Read by Nature's here, too.
Read by Nature.
Penny's listening. She's on the way to a store or something.
Yes, I saw that. I said hi to her already and said hi to Tom.
Penny's awesome.
And, of course, D. Bud Martin's here.
She is. Penny's the best. Oh, and she still doesn't have a greeting video. You wanted to give her one, Gary.
Yeah, it's between the 1,000,006 things I'm doing. I do want to squeeze that in.
I know.
What?
No, that's not sarcasm.
Busy times.
All these excuses. It's like this guy traveled a long way, and all you can give this guy is excuses. Come on.
It's like, let me tell you something. The president would want to be in the room with him because that would be Harry Truman at this time.
That's right.
He
Truman
would
would do it.
talk. Fuck yeah, he would.
Yeah, but that
And then if
was
he didn't like what he had to say, he's don't invite that pansy back into my Oval Office ever again.
I think Latu's mistake was trying to speak with the mandataries in person. He should have stayed in orbit and broadcast a message to every listening device and fuck you. That's
That would
it.
have
That's
been
the message.
interesting.
That's why I hated the remake, because they lost the message.
Well, they changed it, is what they did.
Or
They
they changed the
it to global
message.
warming.
Yeah,
You know.
and I understand why they did it. I liked all the actors in it.
Yeah, but it's science fiction. At least use real science.
Yeah, but that's what I was going to say. I like all the actors in it, but
Oh, and by the way, speaking of actors in that remake, we had James Hong there. Remember?
Did he play Gort?
No,
Oh,
he
God.
was an alien living on Earth.
I only do eyes.
Eyes.
You see this here? This really pisses me off to no end.
He allowed them to X-ray him. Son of a! This guy's bending over backwards.
No, I think he's just curious. He knows that he was shot and he's not even freaking out over that. He knows they can't hurt him, so he's observing, I think.
I
Their
know,
methods
but
of medicine and shit.
I guess I'd be throwing a fit. It's like, look, mother effers, I've traveled a long way to give you a message, and I'm thinking about not delivering it and just,
Well,
you know.
he let them operate on him. They struck the bullet.
Yeah,
uh,
But I think he does that out of curiosity.
Yeah,
He's
it's
He
good they
easily
made it
could have
in
dealt with it in his ship.
yeah, that's all research to him.
Yeah, I would have just said, you know what? Let me just go back to my ship and we'll take a standard orbit and think about not doing something to you guys, okay?
So if you were Klaatu, you were going all the way like Ash.
I would be a little
You
offended.
primates even touches me.
This is my
right.
boomstick.
No,
Clap to Barata.
I mean, wow. Wow.
Oh, I see Helen Places here. What's up, man?
Yep.
You ask
Yeah,
for a
okay.
meeting and they're all just sending it. We can't make it. Pansies. Pansies. First of all, the president should have met with him because you have an alien who has decided to land and meet with you.
yeah, right.
Could have easily have gone to any other country. He wants to meet with you, and your reasoning is what?
We're going to shoot you. And you're a prisoner, by the way.
Reasoning
Leave you.
implies reason. There's no reason.
After watching the opening to X2, if Klaatu really wanted to, he probably could have gone into the White House and said, "Hey, what's up?"
Yeah, but I wouldn't have been polite. He's a very polite guy.
I know. I guess I'm not as polite. Especially when they shoot me. You know.
Yeah, you're rude, Keith.
There are some flaws in the story because he has been, or his civilization has been studying Earth. They even know the languages. He could have just go directly to the United Nations.
Yeah. Well, you know what? No, I am kidding. You're right. His civilization has had time to study everything. And I think the real reason, and look at his smile, I think as you guys have been saying, all of this is research, not just the fact that he's in the hospital. He is really just observing everything. And, I think he's been given wide latitude for this first contact. And really, he's watching us put our quote unquote best foot forward. So, yay. Man from Mars. Yeah, small.
Yeah, I
thing.
just did some research and to look stuff up, and quite a few of the news reports, including Kenneth Kendall, who was an actual BBC anchor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of the news people were actually news people.
Wow.
That's cool.
I also really love Sam Jaffe as an actor. And he's basically playing a character based on Albert Einstein in this.
He's one of my favorite character actors.
Yeah. I said that to Anna when we watched it. I said, I've always loved Sam Jaffe.
Yep.
He was, wasn't he in, oh man, what film am I thinking of? It'll come to me.
Well, I can name a bunch of them if you want.
No. But it'll come to me. I'll bring it up later. But
he was in Gunga Din. He played Gunga Din.
It's from that time period. But
Adventures of Robin Hood, Lost Horizon.
That's it. Lost Horizon.
There we go. Okay. He played the High Lama.
Yeah, that's a movie that I wouldn't mind doing on my show and just sitting down and watching that. And because Lost Horizon is one of my all-time favorites. And while they did attempt to remake it as a musical, I think you could really get away with having that as a television movie that you could do with a cast. Like NBC would do with a lot of their live stuff. I think you could really do that on network TV. Lost Horizon is such a beautiful story.
I think one of the things I remember him most for was in that terrible 1970 version of the Dunwich Horror by H.P. Lovecraft, and with Dean Stockwell and Sandra Dee. Do you remember that film?
Barely.
It was not very good. Now that kid right there, I told Anima about him. That's what is his name? Billy Gray. He was in Father Knows Best.
Yep.
He played the son. I was a big fan of his as a kid. He's just like me. He's a little white boy. Because that's what we think and raise.
Hey, no, again, when I first saw this movie when I was a kid, it's like, hey, there's a kid in this movie. That's cool.
That's all you care about.
Yeah, that's all you really
what
care
color
about.
He was.
Yeah.
You know, just that, hey, it's a little boy.
Well, I mean,
that's my identifier.
When I was really young, I mean, a majority of the TV shows and stuff I would watch was, you know, we had a black and white set. So, and that's how old I am. Thank you. But
yeah, we didn't.
I had one of those.
Depending on how. Oh, there's Aunt B from Andy Griffith's show. And of course, I hope everybody knows who that fucking is. That's Patricia Neal.
That's Patricia Neal.
I think one of my favorite. I like her in The Fountainhead, but the one that really gets me is her opposite Paul Newman in HUD. Because that's such a dark role.
Yeah.
Because she gets RAPED in the film, which was like really pushing the limits of morality at the time.
Yeah. Wow.
But I love Aunt B is there reading the paper, got her pearl necklace, typical mammy kind of character.
No,
They live in a boarding house. These are all people that live in the house.
And it's weird because he's the new and he's already in charge of the kid. on his first or second day. He leaves the kid with him.
Which means she's a terrible mother.
Yeah, or there was more trust back in those days. I don't know. That was
it was just bad parenting.
He wasn't even just staying at the house. He was taking the kid out to see movies, ice cream. Like, you don't know the guy. You give him your kid.
Yeah, back then they didn't even need vans.
Oh, gee. And not very much candy.
Not much candy either. Hey, Eastland Burkholder, how are you doing today?
Sup, Eastland?
Now, her husband here was in a lot of sci-fi movies from the period.
Well,
that dude,
he's not a husband. He's not even a fiance. He's
trying to be the fiance. I know.
Yeah.
He's kind of an asshole in the film. He ends up screwing their relationship up because he chooses career over her.
Idiot.
Yeah.
I don't know, but remember, she does. She is in HUD later, and nobody wants to date that woman. Jeez. I'm trying to remember what some of his films were. Hold on, let me. Here we go. 1950. He was in All About Eve. I didn't know that. He was also on Rawhide in 51, which inspired the TV series. Let's see. Quite a few Westerns, man. World Without End, Earth versus the Flying Saucers.
Yes.
Wow, he played Reverend Philip Garrison in Elmer Gantry with what's his name? Burt Lancaster. He was in a lot of Alfred Hitchcock shows.
Quality stuff.
13 Frightened Girls, Castle of Evil, How to Steal the World.
Hey, Joe.
Hello, Joe.
Hello.
Hey, Joe.
Oh, wait. What is this?
What does he mean, beaches?
I don't know.
It's short for bitches, or alternate for bitches.
Oh,
Sub bitches.
Oh, well.
You're in sub bitches.
Finally, Martin.
Yeah, me and my ninjas will be by later, okay? That he is. Lincoln.
Wait, what? Why is not a chimp?
Huh? What?
I would have liked this man. He's thinking Abraham Lincoln.
So Bernard, okay, this film got the 1952 Golden Globe.
Not surprised. Bernard Herrmann, because John Williams apprenticed under him.
Mm-hmm.
He worked with a lot of the composers from the time period, but Bernard Herrmann had the greatest impact on his career. And by the way, the hospital that he's taken to is Walter Reed Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
My mom's a real secretary. Say that today, motherfucker. You have fucking every organization in the world going after you. You sexist. You misogynist. How dare.
Meanwhile,
Good day, sir. That saucer, the full prop, is so fucking cool in this. And he explains what makes it go.
well, I could tell you, but I'd have to kill everybody that overheard it.
And he's not even talking techno babble. He's
Is this
just
some sort of
talking about
sex
physics.
code, Joe? Is this sex code? What is that? Taking you to work? What does that mean?
What's this work thing you?
Hey,
Hey, Vinzinger.
hey, man.
Sup?
By the way, it's not just me. I got a hold of my buddy Jason Pankoki. He was my editor, and we've worked together on a lot of stuff at magazines. We worked together, and I said, "What was that radio station I got hired at that did all the promos for the Thunderbird movie theater for all the film festivals?" He goes, "Hell, I don't remember." I said, "Okay, so it's not just me that's getting old." Okay.
WDCK Mornings with Gary.
I don't want to say that it's awful, but there's a lot of moisture.
That's it. I'm out. Bye.
That after all this time it took that joke? Really?
Just having a weak moment, Keith.
Okay.
I'm having a hard week.
I totally am in touch with that.
Now that's oddly some really strange shots in this film. That was a matte painting to the right. And I couldn't understand why they used a matte painting instead of just shooting on location.
There's probably something over there they just,
Well, I think that's because this was at the movie studio, this house.
Yeah.
As we refer to it cordially in the U.S. Army, swamp ass.
And with that, we have 2 breaches. Tell me when you want a video for them.
Are breeches like beaches and just means britches?
No.
Meanwhile, Klaatu is noticing that
breaking and entering.
Oh, looks like these monkeys are attempting to do something kind of smart. But let me go fix something here for a moment.
Yep. Now,
I love it when the housekeeper comes back and she's like, "No, you want to leave that. He needs that."
Fonda was a scary villain. He was just that good of an actor. My problem with it is Billy is Billy is that he's wearing a New York Yankees hat in D.C. back when the Senators were the thing.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't have done that in D.C.
Well,
you would have been caught dead in a New York Yankees hat.
He's representing. That's what he is. He's representing.
So,
come on.
He also says G all the time. That annoyed the shit out of me.
Yeah, he says G all the time. Gee, how come?
Yeah.
Gee, what are we gonna do now?
It's so stiff and just too much.
Why do you get naked in the room with me?
Well, that's the end of that conversation.
Gee, Spot.
Yeah.
Are we going to address the breaches?
Michael
Who's
Rennie
breaches?
I only see one.
We don't
No,
need no
not.
speaking breaches.
Michael Rennie would have made a very interesting Mr. Spock. I will tell you that.
Oh.
Huh. He has the right face for it.
Yeah, he does.
Long. So he has a long nose too. So what breaches do we have? So how many we got?
2.
2.
Apparently. I just see the one that got made.
No, we have this one from Debot.
Oh, good one.
Going out the back door.
Good.
And the one from Gap. Oh my goodness.
Front door team and back door team.
You know Scandog's all about the back door, but quick question, when has splitting the party ever worked?
And his mother's parking. That's good.
What's up with the windows getting all foggy?
Hey, Ma. What's going on in there?
Yeah, right. Gee, Ma. Why is he cupping your boobs?
Parking, I tell you.
So we had one more breach here, so I'll play something.
What did I just tell you? Who's the pitcher? Who's the catcher?
You're the pitcher and the catcher. You're the pitcher and the catcher. See?
Wise guy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. It wasn't until I saw an interview with him that I realized that that's Larry Fine's voice he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like every single conversation he starts with G. See, G. I was hoping I could go out with Mr. Carpenter again. He touches me funny.
Oh, jeez. Oh, man.
Just me?
Wow, it's getting late. I think I better go.
I was trying to figure out what the fuck is on this guy's armband. That soldier? I'm like, what is fuck on that big armband he's got on? Had a bunch of words.
And he keeps calling him retarded. I thought you will have the solution by this time.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
That's another reason why I say he would have made a very interesting Mr. Spock. And given, I think he would have been way taller than the majority of the cast. Which would have been one reason why they wouldn't have probably casted him as Spock, because it would have made it look interesting to try to frame everybody. Well, you're stupid, so let me explain.
Yeah.
He's being nice about it, though.
Yeah, he is.
In a way, he's like,
What he's being is patronizing.
yeah, because he thinks, I have no idea how you couldn't have figured that out, but here you go. Like a very annoying teacher. So this is what you should know already.
So you're the smartest guy, huh? Well, all you seem to do is put the low and slow, okay? So
is that kind of guy that he insults you with specific words, and once he has shut up, you're, this mofo just insulted me?
But in a nice way.
Yeah. I'm not sure what happened here.
I mean, I smell something burning. Oh, yeah, it's my dignity. Okay.
Hey, Colonizer Jeebus in the house.
Hey, Colonizer Jeebus. Hello, Colonizer.
You know that Rennie was tall. He was like 6'4".
Yeah. It would have made it next to him. It would have made it next to impossible to have him with the rest of the cast of Star Trek, because I would have made him the tallest person in the cast. And that would have been a little too much for them to try to frame everything and everybody with him in every scene.
And just so you know, not everybody from this film is dead.
No, they're not.
Billy Gray's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he was a kid in this.
Yeah, he's like fucking 80 now. What are you talking about?
Oh, jeez.
No, he's the one who plays the kid, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
This is 1951, shot in 1950.
How old was he back then? 10?
He's about 8 years old, 9 years old.
Right.
Yeah,
Or monkey.
about the same age as my dad, little younger than my dad, but yeah, he'd be he's 86 now, right? If I'm doing the math right, because he was born in 38. 86? Anybody?
38, so that would make him the same age as Superman.
You go get a calculator.
brain has already checked out for today, so sorry. Not mathing
20,
anymore.
24
What are you
minus
talking about, guys?
19, 30.
The current age of the
Yeah, he's 86.
the actor playing Billy, his current age now.
Fascinating.
Yes, very. Wow.
Now, you see this mofo. I'm having new discoveries with this movie, and this is the hypocrisy of Klaatu. You are savages. You are not enlightened like I am. I want to call your attention. Should I flatten a whole city?
He's just having fun. He's just having fun.
Nah.
He's walking
I
around.
think he's debating in his head. Is it worth to continue observing these people, or should I just blow the whole fucking planet up? Because
this guy is just like this guy is just like any other signal virtual signaler that exists. Oh, look at me! I am so enlightened. But if you pester me, I will kill you.
I don't know. It's almost like if you had like if you had the ability to become 16 again and go to a high school and just watch everybody do what they do. I mean, I would probably be the same.
His idea of a manifestation of power is destructive. At the point that he says something that is impressive but not destructive, oh, that's a tough one. Dude! Dude! Look at the red flags. He has a lot of red flags.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's observing. He is doing his job. Because in the end, it's a serious job. He is the one that has to make the determination.
Yeah, observing is not offering to flatten a city.
I just think that
no, kid, don't let your love for the movie blind you.
No, he's been given free reign. Like, observe, and if they're too stupid, just blow them up.
Well, that pretty much is.
If it's worth keeping them, fine. But if you feel like it's a waste of time, just blow them up and we'll move on. Search for the next one.
No, that's not.
Well, that's what they would do in a Hitchhiker's Guide. They just blow it up.
It's in a way. It's in the way in Hitchhiker's Guide. They're making this galactic highway, and Earth is just in the way.
Yeah, but there's bureaucracy.
They're making a replica.
Alien government is bureaucracy.
They're building a new
Earth
that's not in the way.
Hello, I'm trying to say a word here. It's bureaucracy.
Yeah, I'm so proud you know your words.
Moisture? Moist?
Fuck off. Fuck off. Eat shit, you asshole.
I'm going to make sure that whenever I give you any of the facial creams, I will mention moisturizer.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, interesting question, Tom. Maybe. This could have been one of the films that Roddenberry watched. But even so, I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't think Michael Rennie would have really gone through with it because he would have had to have been in the makeup chair attaching the ears, and I don't think he would have gone for that.
Like the Hollow Note song, I can't go for that.
Simple, yet the simplicity of its design.
Oh, look at that.
Hey, do you think you could show me how to make a rocket ship, Mr. Carpenter? We can Washambo over it.
That's one thing that irked me a little bit. The kid is spending so much time with him, and the alien is all over the news, and the kid doesn't figure out. Maybe that's why he's so weird. But then, yeah, I guess he's young. He seems like a bright kid, but he's not picking up on that. That's mom who figures it out.
Yeah, he gets that from his mom's side of the family.
I was getting ready to make a fucking sick joke, and I'm That's the only thing you got from mom.
Wow, dude.
He likes to go around with strange men.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Gee, that one was dirty.
Okay, clip that one. That's definitely going to be a new audio drop that I can use.
What? Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Wow.
Awkward silence.
Yeah.
And you're saying nobody sees him standing behind that tree? Yeah.
Imagine receiving this order. You have to be to watch out for the disintegrating tank robot, and there are going to be only 2 of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck.
Wow. Well, nowadays we'd have quite a few people covering that entire area, but yeah, we're just gonna build this nice little fence here and have 2 people outside. That'll stop them.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like he came from outer space.
Oh, no.
Fence will totally do. Some of this is really just so awkward, but then you're like, hey, this is 51. Come on.
Yeah.
You really...
The spaceman's having fun with them. It's fun with Earthers. You get to play these little games.
Yeah, it's all fun and game till the monkey shoot you dead.
I don't think they can really kill him. I think...
I don't think
he
so.
said, I was dead. The Gordon patched me and I'm going to be alive for not much.
Well, if you have that kind of technology compared to us, then, I mean, you're pretty good.
Yeah, think like Lorien did for Sheridan.
Wow, I like you, Billy, but you've seen too much.
Now I have to kill you.
Have you ever seen a grown man naked?
Ah,
wow. Wow. Wow.
Billy, have you ever seen a gladiator film?
I wish I was sitting next to Gary. Man, he needs to be slapped hard.
I was going to go for the whole chloroform joke. Hey, look, I got this rag full of chloroform, but it smells kind of funny.
Hey, take a whiff of this. Does this smell funny to you?
Oh my God, guys.
Yeah, I know. I've done enough already this show to get me canceled 10 times.
Canceled?
Yeah, well, you want PG, you don't come to Pop Culture Minefield. People know that.
Oh.
I'm here to make people chuckle. That's why I do it.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're here to
To
have
elucidate, to educate, and to amuse.
I gotta be careful. I gotta. I'm somebody's granddad. I gotta keep reminding myself that.
I'm somebody's granddad too, and that kid better not be watching this fucking show right now.
Yeah, that's the way to go, Keith. Just make sure they never watch PCM until they're old enough.
I do like the simplicity of the design of this ship, though.
Well, it's very reminiscent of that episode, the Carbomite maneuver.
Corbomite maneuver. Yes. I like that. Good episode. Really good episode.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Star Trek original series.
Yeah, like I would know episode names.
Oh well, that's one of the few that I know by name.
Okay.
It's one of the most famous episodes.
That's a knock against Gary right there. It's Gary's
No.
job. It's Gary's job to teach you that one.
I love the original series. I watched it all. I kicked some guy's asses on the trivia, but I don't know episodes names. I'm sorry. Gary was there. He was my cheerleader. I destroyed Alex, Danny, and a couple of other guys. They were so confident they would beat me.
Oh, jeez.
I was
If only they had asked you for the names of the episodes.
Oh no, Jude asked me different.
Yeah,
kinds of questions.
that's her kryptonite. Episode titles.
Her Corbomite, you may say.
Well, there's only 79, so.
Yeah, but we didn't do all of them. We had a selection. So.
Hey, there's nobody answering this door. I think I'll just open it and go in.
Sometimes that
I
actually
think I'll
reminds
snoop
me
around
of
in here. The professor.
Heston's face.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the professor from Gilligan's Island.
No. His face reminds me of Charlton Heston from certain angles, like that. I think it has to be with the tall forehead.
Nowadays, single man, not married, snoop through his room and find a diamond. What would you think?
Oh, he's gay. He is gay.
Oh, jeez. I was gonna say cat burglar, but Gary went straight for gay. Okay.
Of course he did. He's backdoor Gary.
I always go for gay.
Yep. I don't want to say I'm quick into being gay, but I am LGBTQ.
Oh, well. Curiouser and
I
curious.
am not asking.
No.
PDQ means pretty damn quick.
Wow. No matter where you go, there you are.
John used to say
Buckaroo
that at the end of
Bonsai?
his shows. No, John used to say that at the end of his shows.
Yeah, it's Buckaroo
Still does.
Bonsai.
Still
Buckaroo
does. Yeah, well,
Bonsai. Buckaroo fucking Bonsai.
Yeah, we heard that.
That is out. Oh,
I haven't been on John's show forever.
well, it's too late for you.
I know. Ever since
Wait,
he
wait,
changed the time.
He's asking her out. She just goes.
Gee, what could go wrong?
What could go wrong? Has anybody checked him for space cooties?
Oh,
I like
God.
you, Mr. Carpenter. You're very handsome. I'm sorry, I don't swing that way.
Oh, geez.
Well, don't forget there's this other guy who wants to marry her and take care of her and the kid. And she is so not interested.
He doesn't.
it
He
seems.
does not. He says it, but then he betrays everything. It's
Yeah,
like
he just wanted it in
he's
her
into his
pants.
career.
He wants her. He doesn't want the kid. He gives zero fucks about it.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Her boyfriend is aching for a beard. That's all.
Oh. That's an angle. She's thinking, I have him in the dark and he hasn't made a move.
What's up with this? Why isn't he trying to grope me?
Tell me, Mr. Carter, have you heard of ASMR?
It kind of reminds me of that airplane joke, which was funny for more than one reason. When it's like, funny, he's never asked for a second cup of coffee back home. And of course, that's making fun of the Nescafe commercial.
Yep.
And she was actually the actress in the Nescafe commercial.
Yep.
That lady.
Yep.
And they didn't know that when they hired her to do that gag.
Oh. Nice.
Oh, possible. The vibes.
I'm impressed.
Even After Dark is giving me the business. That's no respect.
Yes, a beard. There you go. Now, you know, the funny part here is like the pump stopped working in a dairy farm. What are we going to do? Oh, I guess we'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way. Just actually milk them. But no, he's confounded by it. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with these cows. There he is. Fucking Jaffe was such a good actor.
$8:30.
No phones during the show, boys. That's the tension.
Wasn't me.
I know it's not you. You learn to shut off your phone because your fucking pharmacy is always calling, or the doctor.
Sorry, that was my reminder for the black guy meeting tonight.
Oh, that of course is important.
It is always important.
Black guy stuff.
Yep.
Oh, it's almost Battlestar Galactica.
I never got into that one.
Nobody's perfect. We still love you.
Oh boy, I'm so glad.
How much would you give me? Oh, he just left without it? Really?
No, he took it.
He took it. Okay.
My life is in your hands.
Oh, that's a pain.
And other things could be too if you just
Oh my God,
close
Gary.
the distance.
Oh,
That's not even arm's length, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
See, that is it's these movies.
Because
These
what you don't know is that he has a pair of helmets like in the Demolition Man.
yeah, good movie. So these alien types and the way they go after our women by just being smooth, putting on no moves, no airs.
Do you think he'd tell anyone? I'd hate to have to kill your son.
Oh, jeez.
Is that a new you, Michael Guzman? I don't recognize the name.
There's an actress that was in a lot of movies.
You know, Michael, yeah, I mean, obviously it was something that I think they put in there in adapting this from a short story. You know, that's one of the things about this movie that I can definitely say in all the times I've seen it, I never read the original short story this is based on. So,
and it's called the Christ allegory, and because he resurrects in the end. And it's not meant to be a blight on Christianity or anything like that. It's just simply using that analogy. The one that used it poorly is E.T.
Oh, that stupid movie.
And that stupid fucking song by Neil Diamond, Put On Your Light.
Okay, that's enough.
Oh, God.
I can't do it.
Bad, Gary.
He wrote that about that fucking movie.
Yeah.
He admitted to it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, man. Turn in your man card. You
got to turn in your man card for that one. Farewell to the Master, based on a story in an astounding science fiction magazine by Harry Bates.
Masturbates.
Wow. It did not take you long at all, did it?
Dad came quickly.
Well,
It's scary, I know.
I know, yeah.
Apparently, I signed up for this. What was that?
Her boyfriend's like all kinds of. He's excitable now.
I am trying to find that photo of her. There she is, Dorothy Newman, found her. Dorothy Newman, she was in so many TV shows, always on Alfred Hitchcock Presents, stuff like that, Twilight Zone. She played Jack Nicholson's mother in, what was that Roger Corman film? The Terror.
Yeah.
He was the old lady playing the operator with the, mic and headset.
Huh. You know what? I've never heard of it. I'm going to have to do a deep dive on that.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, Michael. Look. For me, if you're trying to figure out how an alien would move on this planet, yeah, carrying money, that's not good. You'd want to carry
they wouldn't
something of
use
value.
jewels. Jewels actually don't have any value past what Neiman Marcus says. You would want gold.
Well, they've
Precious
studied,
metal.
Gary, they have studied Earth and everything, so they know that although they shouldn't have, but diamonds do have value here because people are made to believe they do.
Gold is actual value, monetary value. It's very specific.
You cannot make gold. You can make diamonds.
Wait,
That's the kind of money that it's easy to.
They would have platinum, they would have silver, and they would have gold.
Yeah, but you see, all of that is of value to them too. Diamonds to them are just worthless, so they can give him as much as he wants.
Klaatu himself.
They're true bureaucrats.
Klaatu tells the kid that many cultures use the diamond.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not. What
Maybe
I
other planets
gather,
are stupid too.
Yeah, what I gather from that is diamond is an interstellar currency.
Or he means just cultures on Earth because they have observed the whole planet.
No,
everybody knows.
Let me finish my sentence.
It's gold lace platinum.
God damn it! You went there.
He's talking to a kid here, trying not to give away that he's an alien.
Well, I mean,
that joke.
I will say this: the way he talks to Billy is pretty much the way he talks to everybody, which shows that he really is trying, but there's no real difference for him. Billy's age doesn't mean that much to him. It's just he's a human. So here's your explanation.
Yeah.
They're small, easy to carry, and
don't
wear out.
Yeah, but they don't have intrinsic value.
I had to reread that because I was just talking about kids, and that comes up, and it's like, no, that's not what I was saying. But okay.
In answer to your question, yes, it was one of his early films, The Terror. His first film wasn't even a Corman film, but Corman is the one who put him center stage and helped him become a star. And so Nicholson's first movie with him was Little Shop of Horrors. And he had one of the most memorable scenes in the movie.
Yes.
Oh, God, yes.
But The Terror is an odd film for him. If you watch it, his performance is really off a little bit. But he got better with the other ones.
Well, working in Corman films for a lot of people was like going to school, you know.
Okay, so I have this clip. Let me go ahead and play that real quick. This is a great clip.
Clatu, verata, nictu.
Clatu, verata, nicto. Okay.
Well, repeat them.
Clatu, verata, nicto.
Again.
I got it. I know your damn words, all right?
Or does he?
Well,
he does the same thing here. Clatu, verata, nicto. And Sam Raimi turned it into a joke with Bruce.
Yep. I didn't even know what cab he's in. Jeez.
This is an early version of GPS. It's called GIPS.
She's only riding around with him, trying to figure out, okay, and he's going to make a pass now. No, darn it. Okay, now. No, darn it.
You can have my panties if you want them.
My goodness.
Oh.
Oh, boy.
You think there's a Holiday Inn near here?
Look. Talk about other thing.
It's just like high school. Come on.
Hanging out with you guys? Yeah, it is.
I'm also a fan of that film with Ray Milland. Don Rickles is in that too, by the way. Man with the X-ray eyes.
Yeah, I remember that movie.
Now, I am going to point out that there is a sound in this film that's used. Now, they use the theremin, and it's not the first film to use the theremin. We've been using the theremin since, I think, 1944 was the first American film with the theremin. Russians had it way before us. But the first major sci-fi film to use it was I do believe this film. But this film also has a sound that's made during the scene when he's taken on board by Gort to be healed.
Yeah.
And it's the same sound that you hear when the id monster is walking. And you can't see it. You can hear
From
it.
Forbidden Planet. Yeah.
Yep.
Another good movie.
Oh my God. This thing. Oh, we encased it in polymer. Yeah, you know that shit can dematerialize everything, right?
Norts just think you're playing. Now my turn.
Yeah, Gort's like, thank you. I really needed that.
Now, pitcher and catcher.
How did they know that I was, polymer-based fuel system?
Really?
I love the theremin.
I don't know what the theremin is, so.
Did you see this movie?
No.
I had to look it up, Gary, if you remember, because I didn't know the English word for it.
Yeah, it's Theremin. Theremin. It's an electronic instrument, precursor to electronic keyboards. And you ground on one side, it has a little hand-shaped
It looks like magic.
tool, and then a wand that goes up in the air. And position of your hand to the left to the position of your hand or even the shape of your hand plays different notes.
So you're moving your hands in the air, and
Interesting.
the position of your hand will change the notes and create. Yeah, it's an incredible device. I
It
think.
looks absolutely alien. It's perfect to
Mhm.
use it for the music for a movie like this.
So if you do the gestures of Close Encounters, is the sound the same?
That might actually do something.
Well, it's so funny you say that because a lot of the hand gesticulation used in that film actually is one of the ways that you do the movement for playing the music. I have Over the Rainbow. I had it for Anima the other day, so I'm getting the link again.
That was so cool.
And it shows
Oh.
an overhead of how the theremin is played. You can listen to this on your own. I'll see if I can find something that's not so copy.
I had heard
right.
about it. I've never seen it. So that was
Happy
my
hunting, Vincinger.
Yeah, Vinzinger. This is good seeing you, man.
Okay, have a good one, buddy.
Bye.
See, Klaatu guides her to the right person. Gort is the guy that's just gonna, no, this guy's picking you up. There you go. And he leaves it. It's like, what is the matter with me? Autopilot. Oh, now you're scared? Really? You don't even know if what he told you to tell that robot. It could have been anything like, oh, I don't know. Take this woman in the ship and destroy the Earth.
Right?
Yeah, now you're freaking out. Yeah, okay. It's a little too late for that one.
Yeah, you would imagine that she could have at least asked him, what does that words mean?
Yeah, most people would have at least asked that. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
could you tell me what
Not
this means?
her.
That is actually really
she let him
interesting
take her kid for
because she's collapsed to the ground and she's like facing instant death from this thing, and then she remembers to say the words Klaatu Barata.
Well, she's dead.
There, I said your damn words.
Patricia Neal is only 12 years older than Billy. Wow. Leka. Wow.
Mecca Lecca Hi, Mecca Honey Ho.
You know, guys dying and or coming back to life, that's a good way to, yeah. According to movies, that's an instant panty dropper.
If you want to pause it here, Martin, and play that theremin video I just shared with you at the time, 30 seconds. Just play for a few seconds so they can see what the theremin looks like when someone's playing it.
All right.
It's a fascinating instrument. I've never had a chance to ever try playing it, and I've always wanted to.
I don't think it's easy to get your hands on one of those. I wouldn't even know where to go to play one of those. It's really
That's an
special.
interesting choice of word when you.
Yeah, I
see
don't
how
even want
it's
to go
played.
there. I was like, are we talking about
Jesus
the theremin?
guys Christ.
I didn't say anything.
The way you play it is waving your hands over it, and you say put it in your. It's difficult putting your hands on it. So
Yeah, nobody cares about it, Tom. It was a big bullshit thing. There's not going to be disclosure. They just keep sexing you on. Oh, eventually we'll get disclosure. Now there'll never be disclosure. It's full of shit.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, baby, why don't you show up at my house?
Oh.
So that's a theremin.
Okay, let me go there and hit play.
It
The
looks like
musician
magic.
stands in front of the instrument and moves his hands in the
It
proximity
looks
of
like
the
you're
two
on
antennas,
drugs, to
which
be
forms a
honest.
capacitor between his hands and the antennas. The capacitance of the electromagnetic field varies by
Holy
the
crap.
distance between the player and the instrument. The upright antenna controls the pitch. When the right hand approaches the antenna, the pitch gets higher. When the hand moves away from it, the pitch gets lower again.
It's crazy.
Small, rapid movements of the right hand
Tell me
can
when to
create
stop.
vibrato.
You can stop. I think we've seen enough.
The loop antenna controls.
Okay.
Wow,
The thing
colonizer.
is, when you know a little about playing a string instrument, this absolutely makes sense. But
Yeah.
still, she's not
Oh my
touching
God.
anything. How is she even hitting the exact notes? Because on a violin, yeah, it's practice, of course, but on a violin, you get a feeling of the distances that you need to put your fingers down to hit the exact notes.
I make dirty jokes all day long, and that one made me drop my head.
Yeah.
Hey, we showed a video. What do you mean?
Oh, well, just like high school.
Worse than high school.
No, you don't get anything worse than high school.
I've never been in a boys' locker room, so I've been spared that.
I told you when some bully tried to pants me or de-pants me during gym class, I just turned and went, "Thank you."
Yeah.
It blew up in his face. He didn't know how to fucking deal with that. He just walked away befuddled, like, I was embarrass you. No, I'm
Wait,
just
Michael.
Thank you.
I love that you use words like that, Gary. Befuddled.
I'm surprised you just didn't turn around and say, "Well, your mom thought I was big enough."
Oh my God.
Oh,
There you go. Keith broke me.
kid has broken anima.
Well, I'm here every Thursday, sometimes every Friday.
Death by black guy.
There are worse places.
Okay, again, we're not going to go there.
Phrasing.
No,
At least she died with a smile on her face.
We're the quota people here. So the black guy is killing the only female. I think that's funny.
I'm getting
So,
all these
in the
great audio
background-
drops.
It's not getting better.
So I paused the background because you have those two fucking Muppet eye looking things on each side of the main screen.
Oh
That
God,
look
yeah.
looks like it's sleepy. It's like, I'm so
Yeah.
tired.
It just had a joint. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, I'm so high.
Absolutely.
Oh, that'd be kind of funny if the ship was able to talk. I am so high right now, man.
Why are you back already?
I can't
Not
take
have
it
the
right
evening
now.
off. Jesus.
The only thing more baked than those cookies is me.
Oh.
Yeah, I learned lingo. By the way, I suspect that centerpiece sure looks a lot like the alien transport ship in that episode of the opposite negative was it
Yes.
positive negative universes. I swear to God, that looks like the ship.
Yes.
You know what? I agree with you.
Little yes.
There's definitely Star Trek connection.
Even Cleto does. Look, hey, he's right.
I thought you were
Naked?
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
Well, he was dead. Now you're totally
You know
turned
what?
on, baby.
My favorite riffing that I've ever heard on MST3K was on, I think it was called Curse of the Cave Dwellers, and with Miles O'Keefe in it. And the joke at the beginning was, "Hey, look, I wonder how much Keefe is in this movie." He goes, "Miles O'Keefe." That's when I fell in love with the show. Is that fucking joke right there?
Awesome.
That when they made fun of the movie The Switchblade Sisters, and there's a scene where the motorcycles are going off the ramp on the highway, and Crow goes, "Oh, look, it's the Missing Zapruder film."
Oh, God.
I just like, those are a couple of the first episodes I ever saw, and I just fucking was like, "This is amazing."
Amazing.
Yeah, I know. David Spade. What was that baseball movie he did with for Adam Sandler? Oh, I forget the name of it. It's Benchwarmers. Benchwarmers. And he was making fun of the guy that ran the sports shop. And the guy says, "I didn't know you were into sports." He goes, "Yes, I'm an athlete." He says, "Athlete? Athlete? How amazing." You didn't know there was that extra vowel in the middle there. Athlete. That's amazing. You notice they keep showing like religious people in the background.
They like
Not just
doing that
leaders.
though in alien movies.
This one in particular, because there was a religious overtone to it. The religious
Back then,
allegory.
yeah, but they even did it in Mars Attacks with the yoga lady. That had a religious aspect too.
Yeah, Patrol the Planets. This is where he's like,
Yeah,
saying
what
that
can
they're
we have given them absolute power over us with this super destroyer weapons. What can go wrong? They made a Skynet.
So you call yourselves the United Federation of Planets?
Wow.
Another Star Trek joke.
Yep.
Because that's another connection to Star Trek. The United Federation of Planets. I'm telling you, Gene Roddenberry had to have fucking seen this movie.
Oh yeah. Well, he definitely saw this movie. I think a lot of people saw this movie, but he also saw Forbidden Planet. You know, I mean,
well, Forbidden Planet was really the relationship aspect.
Yes. Well,
for Star Trek and the planet too. That
yeah,
they go to.
The visual effects and the way they put that movie together was really what inspired him, because the relationships actually come from Horatio Hornblower. The way that Horatio Hornblower, especially in the movie, when you're looking at his relationship to his officers, that's what he took for Star Trek.
What horn did he blow?
Ba-dum-bum. You can definitely tell who she's dating.
No, I've been like that before. That's why he's dating me.
So I'll be leaving Gort here. No. He'll be hovering over, just watching you, making sure you don't fuck up.
This is your local space policeman.
Yes, it's a mixture of The Tempest and another Shakespeare one, I forget.
Mm-hmm. Tom, good question. Forbidden Planet was it was it was definitely a hit. Also considering how much money they spent on it. But that movie not only inspired Star Trek, it also inspired Babylon 5.
It was a handful of years after this movie.
Yes, it was.
And they had the second greatest fucking movie robot. Gort being number one. Number two, Robbie. And ironically, the guy who created that Japanese designer that designed that robot for Forbidden Planet also designed the robot for Lost in Space, which was the secondary thought. It wasn't originally going to have a robot.
Mm-hmm.
And they shot the original pilot, and it just kind of fell flat. So the network asked for him to reshoot some stuff for it, and they just recut it, and they shot some additional footage and included a character that's a villain and a robot, and that was what was added for the eventual final pilot.
B9. That's the name of the robot.
B9 robot. That's right. That does not compute. He never actually said on the series, "Danger, Will Robinson."
No, he never said that.
Not in one sentence.
He said danger a lot.
Danger, danger.
But originally,
an alien is approaching.
Originally, he was repeating the original orders that Dr. Smith gave him. And the
Destroy. Destroy Robinson family.
I think it was navigation he took out, and it was navigation, but there was one other thing he took out, and then his final act was to destroy or kill the Robinsons. So,
and then at the end of it, he didn't take out anything; he just whipped it out.
Oh, oh
my God! Here we go again.
That's your man. That's your man right there.
But yeah, the Forbidden Planet was an expensive film for its time, but it did really well in the theater. In fact, it got re-released a couple times. And that's what they would do. They would just release it and then like wait a little bit and then they release it again. And they'd make all their money back.
Like Disney.
Yeah.
Like Disney used to. Wow. Good movie.
Yeah, I love this film. And Michael Rennie ended up becoming a well-known actor, but he didn't quite have the clout or star power that he always wanted.
Yeah. Well, the budget was $995,000.
Back then, what would that be in today's money?
A lot.
Maybe we only need like 3 stink bombs. You better give me the other ones.
Okay, I drop these 3 stink bombs, smell out the joint, and slip out the back door.
And it's a pity we can't use that song from the latest episode of Bob's Burgers because that's an ode to the back door.
Wow.
And the minute it becomes music, man,
I know.
YouTube is impossible to deal with. Oh, man. Oh, chest. Brr. Yeah, a film, Michael Rennie and George Hamilton.
You know what?
I like that movie. What?
Well, there's a few cameo appearances in the movie, uncredited appearances in the film. Number one being the radio operator from the beginning of the movie. That's Guy Williams.
Yeah.
From Lost in Space. Wow. Well, I didn't know that before, so.
Yeah, he was best known actually around that period for his sword fighting. Because he was an Olympic swordsman. Yeah, he's the one who yells, "Holy mackerel! Call headquarters. Get the lieutenant."
Really? I hadn't noticed. Hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm looking at some of these too. Uncredited in order of appearance: Guy Williams, Kenneth Kendall, who is the BBC presenter I told you about, Elmer Davis, also another reporter. Harry Harvey Sr. was the taxi cab driver. Charles Tannen did the voice of a radio newscaster. He was a regular B-movie actor. H.V. Kaltenborn. I don't know who that is. Oh, he was another radio news commentator. Louis Gene Height. I don't know if I know who he is.
Hold on.
He was the Air Force captain.
He's an actor, character actor. Did a lot of film, TV, and theater. Wow. From Jersey. Yeah, he was on.
Oh,
go ahead.
What? No, you were going to say.
No, I was just going to say he was in Gone with the Wind and 30 Seconds Over Tokyo, The Big Sleep. They Were Expendable. Lots of film noir. So, there you go.
The guy that's not able to start his outboard motor due to the power outage, that's James Chester Brandenburg. I wonder if he's related to John Brandenburg.
Yeah, I was just going to ask that.
And then I wonder if he can say nuclear.
Oh.
Wow.
It's funny, though.
It is. I love John Brandenburg, but I do tease him. Him and Don.
Too, but...
I made fun of Don. The other day I was talking to Don about it. I said, yeah, whenever you guys say nuclear, and when I go,
oh, you had to bring me into this.
Well, you're the same way as me. It bugs you when people say nuclear.
And I'm not even a native speaker.
Well, it's a word. It's what it is.
I know,
but I mean that many other languages use the same word, nuclear. Sure, I hope so. God, it'd be dumb to have a bunch of different words.
No, they do.
Life so quickly.
Usually, when language shit really bugs you, that's in your own language, like your first native language.
He's in actually one of my favorite episodes. I love the episode he does. He's the ringleader of like a space circus or some shit. Captures aliens. I remember that episode.
Before Michael Rennie got the job, Spencer Tracy and Claude Rains were originally considered for the part of Klaatu.
Oh.
I wouldn't have liked Spencer Tracy, but Claude Rains, I think he could have pulled that off. Spencer Tracy does way too much shit with his face. Always having to touch his face.
And the robot Gort was played by Locke Martin, who worked as an usher at Grauman's Chinese Theater. He stood 7 feet and 7 inches tall.
Wow.
And that's laying down.
That guy must have had problems being that tall. I'm not even, no. Bad Gary. All right, time to end the show. This is not going anywhere. This is not going to get better.
Because I was talking with Redshirt last night, having a great conversation, and he says, I don't have your kind of sense of humor. You are just like spontaneous. You will just like suddenly blurt something out because of something somebody else said, and it'll be hysterical. He says, I always wanted to be like that. And I'm like, I wish I wasn't like that because I can't stop the wheels. I can't stop them, and it frustrates me.
No, it doesn't. You're like that.
No, it has always frustrated me that I can't stop. I mean, my boss, my late boss, Craig Zwiner, used to say, he says, I'd see someone saying something stupid, and as they're saying it, I look at you, and you are just waiting. It's like I can see the wheels turning, and you're just waiting for that shot to just really lay him out with whatever you're going to say next. And he would catch me doing it all the time. Just like my head would snap around when someone says something stupid. I love that shit. But it was a fun conversation with Redshirt last night. He's one that commissioned me to do 2 art pieces.
Nice.
And I told him, I said 2 of them, but I'm going to do 3 total. And I'm going to do some artwork for him, and I'm going to do some artwork for Janet from Another Planet, and that's it. I'm not doing any more artwork commissions this year. I just don't have time for it. It's nice to have a little Christmas money. That's why I do it. So.
Michael Rennie.
Anyway,
they actually did a radio dramatic version of this in '54, and Michael Rennie returned to play Klaatu for that. And that went over pretty well. It mainly went over rebroadcast in Hollywood Radio Theater and retitled Lux Radio Theater, which was aired on the Armed Forces Radio Service. There you go.
That's really cool. I still consider it one of the best science fiction films of all time.
Yeah.
Although, yes, we poke fun at it a little bit here because it is a naive film. It's like, just the guy's living there for a day and he's already babysitting this lady.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Sorry,
this is
but,
bad parenting.
Yeah.
Even for the 50s in a naive time, it's like they still had hobos. They still had pervos. You know? Jesus Christ. And of course, we know that it had an impact on the Evil Dead series with the Army of Darkness.
Yep.
So it led to one of my favorite gags, which is a play on the scene in the taxi cab. Say the words. You must remember them exact. Or Klaatu will crush your fucking head in. Not Klaatu, Gort. The speed bump. So yeah, I think we're done for the day. That was fun. I enjoyed that.
That was a fun show. Yeah, please come on more often, Keith.
Save us from Gary.
Yeah, you make Gary more tolerable.
Hey, I didn't do anything.
There you go. Save you from Gary. That's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen. He'll just say something funny and then I'm out.
Dude, I'm doomed. I know that. But if Martine can be saved by Keith being there, please.
Now, if I were to do
because
Family Guy and it loves to do those. What do they call that? Where they go into a memory or something, a flashback, and they should have like a one with Klaatu and Gort, where Gort's like just at home with his wife, and got a cigarette hanging out of like his neck or some shit. Sit at the house. He goes nag, 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 some shit like that. Then like, is it too much to ask you to cook dinner? And then he like zaps the dinner. I don't know, something stupid like that.
Wow.
or he just gets rid of his wife. So and it needs to be voiced by the actor who does Death. What's his name from The Man Show?
Oh, Adam Carolla.
Yeah, Adam Carolla should do the voice of Gort.
That'd be kind of.
It'll be like a death joke, but with Gort. Because Gort is death, really.
He's no joke.
Yeah. Yeah, Gort is no joke.
Yeah, there you go. Like, let's do a story where it's just from Gort's perspective the whole fucking movie.
He's just standing there.
Just standing there, staring off into space. Then you just hear his inner monologues. So you just have a narrator all the time going, why am I wasting my time on this job?
I would have thought target lock, target unlock.
Oh, I so could have killed you. Boy, I tell you, man.
Just come closer, just a little bit closer.
Just what a weird movie that would be, just from his perspective and his narration.
Well, why don't we just go ahead and do that?
We could do that.
Hour and a half of just thoughts.
Inner monologue of Klaatu.
Oh, remember Jack Handy?
Okay, yeah.
Court thoughts.
Donuts. Yeah, donuts. And that's it.
Yeah,
That's all.
Show some girls, like cute girls walking by, real pretty, dressed fancy. Look at him. Oh, look at him. It's like some sort of thought pattern of like, you think this is impressive. Let me show you my real weapon.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, that was it. That's the planet that lost time. No, it's
What?
The day the year stood still. I would love to do that. Just like say the wrong titles for movies. That'd be fun.
You make up movies a lot of the time.
Oh.
Yeah. The planet that forgot about daylight savings.
God, I wish I could live there.
Oh, wow.
No comments from the chat. Nothing. Just there you
No,
go.
I think they checked out. You drove them away. We still have 17 people, but they might be, I don't know,
I don't know if they're here or on.
banging their heads against the wall or something.
No, they're like can in the floor, crawling to their keyboards, trying to turn it off.
Yeah.
It's like the entire audience is like Ash at the end of Evil Dead 2. You make it stop.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we're gonna get the hell out of here. It was fun hanging out with everybody. I always enjoyed fucking making jokes. So anyway, hope you enjoyed today's show, talking about the day the year stood still.
And also helping Penny shop, because Penny just got home from the store. It's good to know that you're able to like do normal stuff while listening to us.
Sort of like she's like, why did I buy all this corn and peanuts? Because it's all the shit you heard. That's why. Corn and peanuts. All right, we're out of here. We'll see you tomorrow with now Tom's not sure how long he can stay for the show because he's got family coming in, but he's going to try to be here for most of the show. I even offered a chance for us to start early if he needs, which I'm fine with. I don't care. But we will be talking about a classic film called Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. And Emma's like, the first thing she says, why did they name it that? Why is it called that? Then she's about
I didn't know anything.
halfway through the film, and I said, now you get the title of the film.
Not even halfway through the film. When the plane gets grounded somewhere in, I don't know where, he said that, yeah, now you know, because this is going to be an exhausting journey home. And yeah. They even do buses. I mean, I've been traveling on buses in Croatia, and that's a fucking pain in the ass. So
yeah, it is.
And in the United States, that is the single most white trash way to travel. Is by,
Greyhound, yeah.
Greyhound is slightly less white trash than Trailways. Trailways is the single most poor cracker way to travel the United States. And
travel.
I mean, I've always told people, because I hate it when I have to like when I would go visit Arizona with my family, I like taking the train down. But if you do, you have to stop off at Flagstaff and catch a bus the rest of the way down. And you're going to get sick. If you get on a fucking Greyhound or Trailway, you're going to get sick.
Yeah, buses are the cheap way to travel.
Somebody there sneezing and snorting and fucking...
so disgusting. I'm getting sick thinking about it.
So
I'm
gross.
still surprised that I didn't get sick when I traveled over there, because I was flying there were people coughing and sneezing. I was terrified
Oh.
of getting very sick, but we were fine. So I guess my immune system is good. I don't know.
Yeah,
I got to tell you a really fucked up story that happened while doing that one was you become friendly with people around you on trains, and it's fun, and you just end up having a conversation. My daughter and I were just sort of talking. We became very friendly, and there was this young Asian couple. I'm just going to say Asian, sitting in front of us that spoke no English, and at one point, this black kid from Colorado says, "Where are you from?" I said, "Zoe and I are from Springfield, Missouri." I said, "It's the curious home of cashew chicken. You can't drive or you can't throw a rock without hitting a Chinese restaurant." This black kid goes, "Shh," and he points at the couple in front of us. And I looked at the two, and then I looked back at him and I said, "They're Japanese. What are you, racist?"
Stacks is in the house.
And he ended up friending me on Facebook. We stayed friends.
Always at the last minute, Drax.
It was like, because I said, you can't throw a rock without hitting a Chinese restaurant in Springfield, Missouri. And he goes, "Shh." And he points at the couple, and just in case you missed the Zax. And I looked at the couple, and I looked back at him. I said, "They're Japanese. What are you, racist?"
Hi, Zed.
They do look different. That was stupid.
Wait.
Hey, fuck you, Kyle.
It was a fun show, man. You'll have to rewind it, Zax. A lot of jokes during this movie. Just so many penile jokes. Most of them made by Anima. She's so great.
Shut up. You twist my words.
Oh, death by black guy. Well, that's the show.
She said that. I'm like, oh my God. I'm going to lose my voice again.
He did break me. He did break me.
Stop, please.
We are the
All those great
people
audio
here.
drops that I could use. This is great.
Oh my God, no.
And you know what? If you give Gord a voice, if it's not Adam Carolla, it should be like a black dude. Like, "Yo, baby, what's up?"
That would be fun.
And he's talking to all the cars. Yo.
Like, "What are you doing later, baby? You and I can't happen. I break you."
Oh, wow.
Firefox.
I do hope there won't be clips of me.
I'm the only one dumb enough to go on camera on this show.
Yeah.
Well, I'd go on camera too, but
So I'm going to end it there. We're going to get the hell out of here. It was a fun day. Man, that's fun. That was fun. Hey, black guy.
Hey.
Where?
Irradiated black guy. Look.
Irradiated black guy, yes.
I made that joke from Blazing Saddles with Keith one day when he put up his hand. I said, "Hey, man, you're white." See, it rubs right off.
See?
Blazing Saddles. Yep.
Great
I love
movie.
that fucking movie so much. Anima enjoyed the crap out of that.
Oh, I
enjoyed
love it.
the crap out of Young Frankenstein. And now I'm going to introduce her to a couple of more films by Mel and one by, what's his name? Wilder. The Sherlock Holmes' younger brother.
Oh, yeah.
I love that film.
Hi, Penny.
I doubt we're going to do Spaceballs.
No.
Because I'm not that big a fan of that film.
Please, no.
I just didn't think he was that funny.
Yeah.
And Red Shirt was really right on with the criticism of that film. He says, "Did you not watch Star Wars? How can this be a parody of Star Wars? And you some of the jokes you make don't make sense to Star Wars." And
Yeah, the best.
He hates Mog. He hates Mog.
Yeah. The best part is the diner skit with the alien
at the end. Yeah. At the end, I know.
No, at the beginning.
No, not again. So we're out of here, guys. Everybody, remember, we are going to be doing Planes, Trains, and Automobiles tomorrow. Steve Martin and John Candy, probably one of my favorite John Candy films, because it's so heartfelt. It's funny, but at the same time, once you realize what's really going on, it's heartbreaking. Mm-hmm. And by the way, we watched it yesterday, Keith, and I don't know what edit this is, but it's got the wrong fucking song at the end.
Yeah.
It's got a girl singing the song Every Time You Go Away. You Take a Piece of Me With You by Hall & Oates.
Yeah.
That was actually, what's his name? Paul Young. That recorded the version that's in the film. And that's not what they played in the movie.
Yeah.
There's some girl singing it. It's like, what the fuck?
How did you watch it again? I mean, what did you use? What did you use?
Prime Wire.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that's either a TV edit or like a weird
is.
version that they didn't have the rights to the song anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just fucking bizarre.
All I know is
it has a totally different feel to it.
All I know is that's one more version that Daryl Hall's going to get some money out of.
Yeah.
So.
Because it's the same song.
Yeah.
Just not the right singer.
Oh, Penny, it's only been 10 minutes. When I started watching this show, his goodbyes took an hour. I'm still teasing.
You take a hell of a long time to say goodbye.
Oh, yes.
Wait till we do that movie. Wait till we do that movie.
We
did
the movie.
We did.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did it.
I don't remember. When did we do it?
Yeah, we did it.
Tell me you're old without saying you're old.
Oh, gee.
Oh.
No, we really did it. I remember that too. Uh-oh, look at his face. I'm glad I'm all the way around the world right now. I know what you would do if I was there.
I'm trying to go to the I've been sitting here trying to go to the PC and main menu and it won't let me go there. Will you take us there, Martin? Because it's not letting me go.
Okay, let me.
Because there is one more thing we still have to do, by the way.
Oh, what's that?
This episode of Would I Lie to You is brought to you by the Gort Sex Toy.
Oh.
There you go, guys. There you go.
He will Klaatu Barada Nikto your ass.
Oh, gosh.
Penny's on my side.
So here is today's question. Okay. In middle school, my BFF, that would be either Jim Woodward or Michael Beatty, and I failed a class project and terrified everyone in class when all we had to do was care for an egg.
Okay, how do you care for an egg?
Some classes do the bag of flour or a bag of sugar, and we had to take care of an egg. We had to take care of it, make sure it didn't get broken, and had to keep around it and treat it like it was a baby.
Yep.
So that really is a thing, because I know that from American movies. It really is a thing down in school to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't do that here.
I don't know if they do it anymore.
No. He's actually taking care of babies.
So, yeah. I started taking care of babies at 18. I was good at it. I like taking care of them. They're fun. They got that soft spot on their head, and when you push in on it, it makes their legs kick.
The fontanella, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, the fontanella. That's it.
And I think you on that, Gary. I started taking care of babies when I was not even 10 years old and helped with my siblings.
So once again, in middle school, my BFF and I failed a class project and terrified everyone in class when all we had to do was care for an egg. So
Why? Terrified? Why? What was terrifying? You drop it, it's broken. There's nothing terrifying about
you
that.
get to start at the end and not at the beginning.
I'm still trying to understand the whole caravan and egg thing. I'm sorry, European here.
Well, like I said, some schools would use a bag of flour, others would use a bag of sugar, and you had to make sure that it was intact, that you brought it back intact, and that was really all they cared about.
To teach you responsibility?
Yeah. Responsibility, shit like that. And so we were charged with doing that. We're partners, lab partners on that.
Did you have to carry it around the whole day or stuff like that?
You had to take it everywhere with us.
Oh,
so
okay.
What well, you can ask the questions. I'm not going to tell you what we did. You have to ask.
What happened? What went wrong?
Well, you can't jump right to the fucking end. So
well, somebody else does something then.
So to protect it, we got one of those little carry things, and I had taken foam, furniture foam, and cut a groove into two sides of it, and then I would put it in there, and then we would tie it, tether it, and then we would put it in a baby carrier, and we'd walk around with it, and that's what we did.
According to this, you had it easy, because that would drive any teenager crazy.
Well, it's one way of guaranteeing that we didn't break it, was to make sure that we put something around it.
Now read what Penny just said. Now it's an electronic baby doll that cries all the time. That would drive any teenager nuts.
That's not creepy at all.
Yeah, that would be difficult. But then again, I didn't have to take that course. I didn't have to do that, so I was good.
You were, yeah, I was already making babies at 11.
Oh, jeez. No. I was helping get special credit for the I Have a Black Friend class. So
okay. All right. So you had foam and stuff around it, so you were keeping it safe. But was it a group project? Did you have one egg as a group, or did everybody have one?
It was like every pair. It would pair you off.
Okay. So did you fuck up, or was it your partner?
Well, what'd you name the egg?
Oh,
Most people would name it
Milton.
Cool.
Milton legs.
did Mike fuck up, or was it you?
I'm not going to say a fuck up.
It was you.
It was the egg's fault.
Oh yeah, of course.
Because we didn't technically we didn't screw up.
But you still terrified your class. I'm confused.
Yes. So you need to ask yourself and me the question.
I can't come up
Did
with
it
another
hatch?
question. Oh God.
Did it hatch? That's what you're asking, right?
It shouldn't be able to if it was store-bought.
Exactly. That's why you will be terrified.
Yeah.
So
You mean they cared for it too well and it hatched? Oh wow. My mind didn't even go there.
Oh my God. The egg, you damaged the egg and replace it. Ah. Am I right?
So
Keith is giving him the look. We're onto something, guys.
when we had to go up for the presentation at the end, Michael grabs the foam out of the case the chest thing for baby carrier, and he put it on the desk and he began to untether it. And he says, "This is the first time we have untethered this here." And the teacher says, "Well, that's almost a disqualification because you were supposed to wash the egg and everything." Where it's like, I thought we just need to make sure it didn't get broken. And she's like, "No, your job was to treat it like a baby and do all the care for it." And I'm like, "You can't feed an egg." And
it feeds itself.
She started getting frustrated with us. And Michael says, "Well, like I said, we haven't taken this out of here over the entire week." And then when he starts to open it, he goes, "Oh, wow." And everybody was like, What? And he goes, "It hatched." And then he flipped it open. And when he did, he threw a fake rubber snake with the eggshell out at a bunch of the kids. You heard screams. It was great. And then she gave us an F.
I wonder why.
And so we got an F for being funny.
So
you're funny.
Yeah, you say that to yourself. Yeah.
So you named your group the Dingoes, right?
A dingo ate my baby. So the question is, did that really happen? Did this really happen? Did a dingo eat my baby? Did Michael and I scramble that egg and eat it for breakfast? And then put in a rubber
that's
snake in
what
its
I would
place?
go for.
Or did I just shine you fuckers on and make up a whole story as bullshit?
Oh no, that happened.
Yeah, that's what I think.
True. Keith?
False. Just to be.
You're just being a contrarian.
Yep.
I got you. So we are at 75% true and 25% false. I'm going to end the poll. There, the poll is ended. And you guys guessed that I was telling the truth. You guys, for the most part, guessed that I was telling the truth. Split three ways. So, 33.33333% of you felt that I was bullshitting. And the fact is, and I always point this out, you never know if I'm going to lie to you. So that was absolute fabrication. That never happened. I made that up this morning. And it's loosely based on, we had a contest in middle school to throw an egg off the top of the school. It was practically almost if you're in the front of the building, it's 2 stories. But if you go around to the backside, it went downhill to the sports area where the football field, baseball field, and the playground was. And that gave an extra floor. So it was 3-floor drop. And Mike Beatty and I were lab partners on that. And that's true. And we took foam cushions, put them over the egg. Sadly, the egg did not survive because as great as it was in girth one direction, it didn't have a lot of girth the other way, and it hit funny and flopped. And when it flopped, it cracked the egg inside.
You mean it fell funny?
It felt funny. It felt funny. She felt funny. So, somebody got mad. Oh God! 2 weeks in a row, held in place. Got it wrong. But so, and that's what I find is, in order to do this, I have to bring a modicum of truth to it in order for me to create the falsehood. Because it's hard for me to lie. It's easy for me to bullshit a little bit, but oh man, if I'm going to tell a lie, I have to find some truth in it, because you can read my face when I'm just outright lying. It's just obvious. So the chat lost, and it looks like the only winner here is Keith and one other person in the chat. Whoever that was.
Good job.
I wonder who it was in the chat, because it doesn't show me who.
It wasn't Halen Place, because they say
No,
wrong
he
2
definitely
places.
got it wrong.
Wrong 2 weeks in a row.
I think it was Penny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Penny
So
got it.
again, the story was false.
Was it BS or not?
Everything about
bullshit.
Gary, yes, right?
And I've already got I've got one planned out for next week too. I've
Uh-oh.
already got one.
All right. I need to
So-
go, guys. I have work tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to get out of here too, so she and I can hang out for a few more minutes. Keith, thanks for being here today, buddy.
Thank you for inviting me.
As always,
Yeah,
Martin.
that was awesome. You need to be here more often. I love hanging out with you.
I want to thank our audience, specifically our chat. Mephisto, Wade Gaming, Tom Baker, Penny, D-Bud Martin, Country Shape Media, also known as James Hong, Michael Myers, Read by Nature, Gap After Dark, Hell and Place, Eastland Burkholder, Vin Zinger, Colonizer Jeebus, War Monkey. Wait, it was a House of Monkeys today. And Michael Guzman. Thanks for everybody popping
You
in
forgot
today.
Sax.
Zax isn't in here.
He was.
No, Zax isn't in the list. I read the list.
He was here. He got his video.
Whatever.
You're talking to the wrong
Thank you,
person.
Sax.
Fuck you, Martin.
Boo. Boo. Zax is boo. Boo. All right, guys, we're out of here. Hope everybody had some fun. I so enjoy doing this show. We'll see you tomorrow.
Nerds.
Happy Friday. Don't forget, you got a lot of stuff tonight. So you've got Doomcock, you've got Loki, and you've got John, and you've got oh wait, Janet from Another Planet's not doing a show tonight. She's traveling. So just those guys. All right, man. We'll see you guys later. All right, bye.